Hey there, homeschooling families. Welcome back to Homeschooling for the Whole Family. I'm a homeschooling father of a large family with a background in education and also 16 years of homeschooling experience. Today, we're hopping into our time machine and going back to the 1800s to experience a day in the life of a pioneer family. Pioneers were some of the bravest people in history. They packed their lives into covered wagons, traveled across dangerous terrain, and worked together as a family to build a new life. Today, we're going to explore their daily routines, challenges, and how we can learn from their incredible perseverance and creativity. So grab your history hats and let's dive in. All right, let's start with the morning routine of a pioneer family. Kids were expected to help out early. So the first task? Chores. Boys might head to the barn to feed the animals, while girls helped milk the cows or collect eggs. Mom started the fire in the hearth, which wasn't as easy as flipping a switch. And Dad, well, he might be outside chopping wood or checking the fields. If the family was traveling west on the Oregon Trail, mornings meant breaking down camp and packing everything back into the covered wagon. Imagine trying to fit your whole life into a tiny wagon and making sure that nothing fell off while bouncing across the prairies. Now let's talk about education. Well, pioneers didn't have fancy schools with big libraries or Wi-Fi. Sometimes families taught their kids at home, just like you're doing right now. Subjects included reading, writing, and basic math. Kids often used chalkboards or slates instead of paper because paper was expensive. And guess what? They learned by candlelight if it got dark early. If there was a schoolhouse nearby, it was usually a one-room schoolhouse for all ages. One teacher taught every subject. Imagine having your younger siblings and older siblings in your class. Talk about a homeschool vibe. What about recess? They didn't have slides or swings, but they made up their own games like tag, rolling hoops, or even wrestling. Talk about old school fun. Let's talk food. Pioneer families didn't have refrigerators or Uber Eats. Bummer, right? Everything they ate was either grown, hunted, or made from scratch. Breakfast might be cornbread and bacon, and lunch was usually simple like bread and cheese. Dinner was the biggest meal of the day with dishes like stew or roasted meat. Families preserved food by drying it or salting it so that it would last through the winter. And if you wanted a sweet treat, you'd have to churn your own butter or make molasses in order to make cookies. Want to try churning butter for a hands-on history lesson? Let me know in the comments below. After a long day of work, school, and meals, pioneer families gathered around the fire in the evenings. They didn't have TV or YouTube. Tragic, I know, but they made their own entertainment. Parents might read aloud from the Bible or a favorite book. Kids played with handmade toys like corn husk dolls or carved animals, or they played simple games like checkers. And music was a big deal. If someone in the family had a fiddle or harmonica, they'd play songs while everyone else sang along. It was a great way to wind down as a family and stay connected. So, what can we learn from pioneers? They were resourceful, resilient, and relied on each other to survive. Here are 3 takeaways that we can use in our modern lives. Work together as a family. Whether it's chores or homeschooling, teamwork makes the dream work. Appreciate what you have. Pioneers made the most of every resource, reminding us to be grateful. Create your own fun. Put down the devices and get creative with games, stories, or music as a family. Pioneers might not have had it easy, but they found joy in the simple things. And that's a lesson that we can all take to heart. Thanks for joining me on this homeschool history adventure. If you love learning about the pioneer life, please give this video a big thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share it with another homeschool family. And here's your question of the day. If you were a pioneer, what's the one modern convenience that you'd miss the most? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, keep learning, stay curious, and enjoy homeschooling for the whole family. Bye for now.